Hi SLV students, I hope all will be fine. Be safe and stay home. Do you remember what we studied in the previous class? Yes. History lesson 1. What is the lesson 1? Advent of Europeans. Yes or no? Yes. So in that last class we just saw about the sources of modern India. There are two kinds of sources, that is written source and material sources. So in written sources, what are the things we saw? Then from the archives, then Tamil Nadu archives, material source, and how the advent of the Europeans. What is the advent of the Europeans? Then how the Portugal they came. Who is the first person to come inside is Vasco da Gama. So till Vasco da Gama we saw in the last class. In this class we are going to see about Francisco de Almeida. Okay, wow. So he is the person who sent us the governor from the Portuguese to India. So he is the person who is sending to the India by the Portuguese people as the governor. Clear, ma'am? So what is his main aim? Now he want to develop the naval power. So what is that naval power? Yes, near the sea. Okay, wow. Near the, that is the sea power. The person, those who are working in the sea, they are called as naval. Okay, so those power he want to develop the naval power of the Portuguese in India. So that policy is called as blue water policy. That policy is called as blue water policy. Fine. So first he tried to break the Arabs monopoly. So Arab people, they also started to come inside India. Okay, so what he did that he started to stop them. But what happened in sense, in other time Egypt and Turkey people, they also entered in our countries. Fine. So Sultan of Bijapur and Gujarat were also apprehensive of the expansion of the Portuguese control. So next, Egypt, Turkey and Gujarat against Portuguese invaders. Fine. So here first naval battles fought near Chal. Okay, well, there is a place called Chal in India. So there the first battle occurred. Okay, so all the Muslim people, what they did now, they all joined together and they killed Almaida's son, who was the governor of the Portuguese. Okay, so they killed his son. And what this Almeida did now, again he fought the Muslim fleet near Dew and he won that battle. Okay, then what he did now, he claimed the naval supremacy in Asia. So this is about the Francisco de Almeida in the year 15, that is 1505 to 1509. So next is Alfonso de Albuquerque. Okay, so he is the real founder of Portuguese in India. Okay, so he captured first Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur in November 1510. So first, which place he is capturing? Goa. Okay, in which year? That is in November 1510. So in 1515 he established the Portuguese authority over armies in Persian Gulf. So the next what he is doing? He is establishing the Portuguese authority over Armuza in Persian Gulf. So he is also supporting the people, that is Portuguese can marry the Indian women. Okay, well, before that no one allowed that, but he started to agree that. So the Portuguese people, they can marry the Indian, and he also had a friendly relationship with Vijayanagara Empire. He is also having friendly relationship with Vijayanagara king. Okay, ma. So next is Nino de Chen. So in which year? 1529 to 1538. So this Nino de Cunha, he is the next governor from the Portuguese. So he moved the capital from Cochin to Goa in 1530. Okay, then he acquired some places in Gujarat from Bahadur also. Okay, then what happened? The Portuguese occupied Dew also. Dew is a place, that is they wrested diamond from the local chiefs of Gujarat in 15 1448 they occupied Salsette also. So in the 16th century what happened apna, they started to capture many places in our country, that is Goa, Daman, Diu, Salsette, Basin, Chal and Bombay in the western coast, on the western coast, Hooghly on the Bengal coast and Sandam on the Madras coast. Okay, then these people what they did now, they started to cultivate tobacco and they also started the printing press. Then Dutch people they started to come into the India. At that time the Portuguese were losing their control. So how these Dutch people they came, they also followed the Portuguese people and they came inside our country. So the United East India Company of Netherlands was formed and it received the sanction of their government. Okay, so the first East India Company they started, they got the approval also from the government. Okay, so this Dutch founded their first factory in Masulipatam. So where they are starting the first company na, in the Masulipatam in 1905. Clear ma? So the next, this was captured from the Portuguese. This company they have started from the place where the Portuguese occupied. Fine. Then they captured Nagapattinam near Madras from the Portuguese and made this place as their stronghold in South India. So first Portuguese people in Nagapattinam, so that place also captured by the Dutch, and that was in the South India. This is the first place where they are occupying. So then they brought many commodities traded by the Dutch were silk, cotton. So from India what are the things they are taking na? Silk, cotton, indigo, rice and opium. Then what they are bringing back na? Black pepper. Okay, black pepper and other spices. So some factories, Pulicat, Pulicat, Surat, Sinsura, Kazim, Bazar, Patna, Nagpatnam, Blazara and Cochin. Some factories in India, or that is the Dutch, they started some factories in these places. Clear ma? So the next one is, then the Portuguese and Dutch both they started to fight each other, but the English people and the Dutch cruelly killed. So at that time, at their fight, what happened? The Dutch people they killed nearly 10 English traders and 9 Japanese in Ambiono. Okay, so this incident accelerated the rivalry between two European companies. Their final collapse came with their defeat by the English in the Battle of Bedera. So when Portuguese and Dutch they started to fight, English people they started to came inside the country slowly. So at that time the Dutch also losing their power. Okay, so completely they were wiped out by the English persons in 1795. So again what these Dutch people did now, again they started to take a place in Tamil Nadu. Okay, the Portuguese who established a control over Pulicat since 1502 were overthrown by the Dutch. Okay, so Pulicat it is a place, so where Portuguese they occupied, now that place was taken by whose control? Dutch people. Okay, so the Dutch established their settlement at Pulicat in 1610. So what these people they are exporting now? Mainly diamonds. Okay, diamonds were exported from Pulicat to the western countries. Diamonds were exported from the Pulicat to the western countries. The other Dutch colonial forts and possessions were Nagapattinam, Punnakayal, Porto Nova, Kudalur and Devanapattinam. Okay, these are the places where Dutch people they started. So next is the British. So they came 31st December. The Elizabeth, the Queen of England, granted a character. So here they are asking to start the factories, but what the Portuguese people they did now, they said that they should not give any permission to start their factory. Then after many fought, they started to start the factory. Who started? The British people they started to start the factory. So next, Thomas Best, okay, well, the English captain, he started the defeat over the Portuguese in the Surat, that is naval battle near the Surat. Next, this Mughal emperor, they permitted the English people and they asked them to start the factory at Surat in 1613. Okay, so later that factory became the headquarters of the English in Western India. Then Captain Nicholas Dowden also won another Portuguese, and what he started, Sir Thomas Roy was sent to Jahangir court by the King James I. Okay, he remained at Agra for 3 years. So who's staying in that Agra? Sir Thomas Roy. Okay, he's staying in Agra for 3 years and he succeeded commercial treaty with the emperor. Okay, he needs that commercial treaty. Okay, so after a foul he got that also. So before the capture of Sir Thomas Roe, the English has established their trading centers at trade also. So next, on the coastline of Bengal, the English people, they started their first factory at Masulipattnam, an important port, the territory of the kingdom of Golconda. Okay, then the English merchant Francis Day obtained Madras as a lease from Chenappa Nayak, the ruler of Chandri. Okay, next, the East India Company built its famous factory known as Fort St. George in Madras. So next, the East India people, they are doing the famous factory called Fort St. George, okay, in Madras. It became as the headquarters for that people. So next, King Charles II of England received the island of Bombay and as a dowry. Okay, he is marrying the Portuguese girl, and he is, as a dowry, he is asking which place. He is asking that island of Bombay. Okay, then in 1694, then he is also giving that island to Charles II. That is, he is getting that another island from Charles II for how many pounds? 10 pounds. Okay, ma'am. So then in 1690, a factory was established at Sultanpuri by Job Charnock. The Jamandri of 3 villages of Sultanpuri, Calicut and Govindapur was acquired by the British in 1698. So these village peoples, they were coming under the control of the British person. Okay, so after many policy, this British started this British company people, they had the political power and they brought India under their control. Next is the Danish. So he is the person of the King of Denmark. Okay, that is Christian IV issued a character and created a so Danish, he is the King of Denmark, Christian IV, who is the character and created a Danish East India Company. So he is settling a thing at Trankyapur in 1620 and Sarambapur in 1676. So Sarambapur became the headquarters in India for them. So they failed to strengthen themselves in India, but they can't able to survive in India due to this British people. So next, the French. Here, Minister of King Louis, he came as from the French. Okay, ma'am. So here, French was the last European country to come India. Okay, to come to India. So France தான் வந்துட்டு லாஸ்ட்டாக வந்து இந்தியாவுக்குள்ளே வந்தது. ஓகேவா, here Carnot founded the French. Carnot founded the first French factory in India at Surat. So next is Marcora founded second French factory. So first Carnot founding the first French factory in Surat, and Marcora founded the second at Musalipatnam, securing a patent from the Sultan of Golconda. So here the settlement at Pondicherry was founded by the Martin, and slowly each and every company, they are losing their thing, and finally our country India became under the British people. Clear, ma? Yes. So in the recap, you can able to see that Anandarangam is a name to conjure with in the annals of Tamil history. The Madras Record Office, known as Tamil Nadu Archives, is located in Chennai. Prince Henry of Portugal is commonly known as the Navigator. The Blue Water Policy was followed by Almeida. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir permitted the English East India Company to establish their factory in 1613 at Surat, and French East India Company was formed in 1664 by Colbert. Pondicherry became the most important and prosperous French settlement in India. Some glossary is there, just read it. Students, I hope you might have understand the lesson. Let us meet in the next class. Thank you.